All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. It's the brother Matazah Yahweh Da of the Sakari sect, right? And today I'm going into is drinking a sin or is drinking wrong, period, right? Because a few people have said that it was wrong. I'm just trying to, clear up that, right? And I'm going to go to John chapter 2, verse 1, right? And it says, "And the third day there was a marriage of Sanaa of Galilee, and the mother of Yahushua was there," right? And I'm going to jump down to verse 6. And it says, "And there were set there 6 water pots of stone, after the manner of purifying of the Jews, containing 2 or 3 firkins apiece. Yahushua said unto them, Fill the water pots with water. And they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, Draw out now, and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bare it. When the ruler of the feast had tasted the water, that was made wine, and knew not thence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew." Right? So Yahweh shall turn that water into wine. Right? We'll jump down to verse 10. "And saith unto them, Every man at the beginning doth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse. But thou hast kept the good wine until now. This beginning of miracles did Yahushua of Sanaa of Galilee, and manifest forth his glory, and his disciples believed on him." Right? So Yahushua performed this miracle. It made even more people, believe on him, man. Right? Him performing these miracles, turning water into wine, and people were happy. That's what you do at a wedding. Right? You drink, you be merry, you be happy. You know what I mean? That's what you do. There's nothing wrong with drinking. Right? This is 1 Peter. Right? 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 21, I want to say. It says, For even hereunto were ye called, because Yahweh shall also suffer for us, leaving us an example that ye shall follow his steps." Right? So Yahweh shall turn water into wine. So there's no, you're supposed to walk after Yahweh shall, right? Not saying that we literally turn the water into wine, but it's okay to drink wine, right? Because Yahweh shall had people drink wine. Right? So let me go here. 1 Timothy 5 and 23. It says, "Drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake, and thy often infirmities." Right? So it's literally saying, drink a little wine, man. It's okay. Brothers go through things, all right? Brothers go through things, and a strong drink or wine to unwind, to relax, is a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's go here. This is Judges 9, verse 13. It says, "And the wine said unto them," I'm sorry, Salakia. You see. And it says, "And the vine said unto them, Should I leave my wine, which cheereth God and man, and go to be promoted over the trees?" Right? It's wine is a good thing, right? It cheers God. It cheers God that wine is here on this earth. It's a good thing, right? This is Psalms 104. Psalms 104 and 15. And it says, "And wine that maketh glad the heart of man, and oil to make his face to shine, and bread which strengtheneth man's heart." Right? Wine makes men glad. It's okay, brothers and sisters of the Christian church, right? And if you're new into this truth, it's okay to have a little wine. It's all right. Understand that, right? Let's see. Let's go here. Ecclesiastes 10 and 19. And it says, a feast is made for laughter, and wine make merry, but money answereth all things, right? So wine makes you happy. A feast makes you laugh, right? Because you're around friends and family. They're all kicking it, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Having a Seagram's, I know brothers and sisters I had a Seagram before, right? Chilling in the backyard, your moms or pops or whoever is barbecuing in the back. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Right? Let me go here. Sirach, Ecclesiastes, Takus, Salakia, 40 and 20. It says, wine and music rejoice the heart, but the love of wisdom is above them both, right? So wine and music is a great thing, man. It makes the heart merry. Brothers and sisters know, right? It makes you feel good, right? But also, love and wisdom is above them both, right? So using wisdom, you you shouldn't, drink and drive. That's a big thing that's going on today too. Drinking and driving. If brothers and sisters are out partying, and they had a little bit too much to drink, do not drink and drive, right? Because that can cause you to end up harming yourself or harming your brother or sister, right? It's too many instances where we know about where somebody was drinking and driving and something crazy happened. We should be wise and love ourselves enough to understand that, right? You have to have responsibility when you do drink, right? Just to put that out there. This is Tobit chapter 4 verse 15. Do that to no man which thou hatest. Drink not wine to make thee drunken, neither let drunkenness go with thee in thy journey. See that? So don't go out here drinking, bro. When you on a journey somewhere, do not be lit. Don't be out here trashed, bro. Don't be out here wasted drinking and driving, man. It's gonna lead to your downfall, right? Because it's unwise. Don't be drunk to the point where you're being unwise. I know brothers right now in jail. I used to play football, right? Quick testimony. I played football, and a brother who was like he was a freshman. He looked up to me, right? A few years back, I ended up finding out he ended up going to jail because he was driving on the wrong side of the freeway because he was drunk, and he actually killed somebody. And they sentenced that brother to a lifetime sentence behind bars, man. You have to be wise when you're drinking, man. Don't be out here fighting people. You know what I'm saying? If you're the type of brother that knows you drink that Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you quick to fight. Don't drink, because drinking is not for everybody. I will say this: drinking is not for everybody, because everybody has their own tolerance, right? Don't do that. Let me see. This is Isaiah chapter 5 verse 11. And it says, woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink that continue unto night, till wine inflame them. You see that? You ain't got no business getting trashed from morning to night, and to the point where you just out of your mind, bro. And this is important. This is not only uh, uh, um, for brothers in the truth, but this is for everybody. Anybody can learn from this. I know brothers that they know they shouldn't be drinking too much liquor because they know how they act. Learn how to be responsible for your own actions, man. Do that, right? So this is Sirach. Go right here. Sirach chapter 32 and 25, I believe. 32 and 25. Is it that? I don't think it's that. Was it 33 and 25? It's cool. Don't worry. It's alright. I'm gonna go here. Genesis 6 and 9. It says, These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God, right? So Noah, our forefather, was perfect, walking in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, right? Let's read this. Genesis chapter 9, verse 21. And he drank of the wine and was drunken. So see, our forefather Noah, he got drunk. He got lit, right? But let's see what he was doing when he did get lit. Let me see. And it says, he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. He was in his crib lit. You know what I'm saying? He was chilling. There's nothing wrong with you getting drunk and you just chilling in your house. And you're not doing anything to cause you to be unwise and sin. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong. Let me see. Sirach 31, I think. 31 and 23. Yeah, it says, whoso is liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him, and the report of his good housekeeping will be believed. But against him that is a niggard, which means it's like he's ignorant, right? Of his meat, the whole city shall murmur, and the testimonies of his niggardness shall not be doubted of, right? So if you out here just being drunk, you're gonna have a name. You're gonna be labeled as a drunk. If you just around here just getting crazy, sloppy drunk and just causing all kind of havoc throughout the city, man, you're gonna be known as a drunk, as somebody that's ignorant, man. Right? It says, shew not thy valentiness in wine, for wine have destroyed many. You see that? Wine has destroyed many, because niggas be drinking from sun up to sundown, or drinking period, to the point that they can't handle themselves. Right? Verse 26, the furnace proveth the edge by dripping. So doth wine the hearts of the proud by drunkenness. Wine is as good as life to a man, if it be drunken modestly. You see that? You have to drink to your limit, bro. Don't be out here, don't do no crazy stuff, bro, because it's going to cause you to go off, bro. Right? It says, what life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad. You see that? So wine is made to make you glad. It's made to make you happy, make you loosen up a little bit, right? Stuff on your mind, heavy on your mind, drink a little wine, man. It's okay. But don't live in the bottle. That's the problem. Don't live in the bottle of alcohol, because you're gonna mess around and you're gonna end up going off, and it might just be the end for you, honestly. So be very wise, man. Be wise out here. Don't lack. Use discretion, use wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? And a lot, and especially for brothers going to Passover, a lot of brothers is going to Passover this year. You know, be very mindful of how much liquor that you consume. This is Romans chapter 4, verse 15. It says, because the law worketh wrath, for there is no law, there is no transgression. So there is no law that says you can't get drunk, right? You won't find in the laws of the Most High where you see where it says thou shalt not get drunk. That's not in the Bible. However, you getting drunk and it causing you to sin, that's different, right? That's a totally different thing, totally different ball game, because it's causing you to sin. Your ignorance of your intolerability of alcohol causes you to sin, which is going off. This is Psalms chapter 36 and 4. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil, right? So you're basically devising your own mischief upon your own self, because it's not good for you to, if you know you can't handle your alcohol, it's not good for you to get behind the wheel of a car. It's not good for you to be around women that's married. You know what I'm saying? It's not good for you to be in those kind of situations if you know you can't handle your alcohol, because you might do or say something that may offend somebody or may just land you up in jail. Understand this is very important, right? For brothers and sisters alike, right? Let me see. I think, yeah, here it is. Ecclesiasticus 9:9. It says, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thy arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine, right? Lest thine heart incline unto her, and so through thy desire thou falleth into destruction. You see that? Don't be out here with women that are taken, that are married, and you sitting there drinking with them, because then you're going to be inclined to lay with that woman and commit adultery, right? So be wise in that manner. Don't go off, bro, because that just might be your last time going off, honestly, right? Yeah. It's Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 23. It says, it is a sport to a fool to do mischief, right? It's a sport to some brothers and sisters out here to get drunk and just do all kind of madness, right? But a man of understanding have wisdom. Just look at like the situation with Meg and Tory. If Tory was sober, he would have not have done what he did. And I'm not saying that he shot her. I'm gonna believe he didn't. But I think if he was in his right mind, he would have never said the things that he did say, though, which is very, very relevant, right? If Megan wasn't drunk, she would have been behaving like the way that she was. And she has a track record of being a drunk and doing mischief, right? There is, it's a rumor that says that she was driving somebody's boat and ended up crashing it because she was drunk. brothers and sisters have to be wise about that. They have to be wise and attentive to the people that surrounding them that are drunk as well, because you have to have love for your brother and sister so you can correct them and tell them where they going off, man. Right? And if you drunk and they drunk, it's just a bad situation. If y'all both can't handle y'all liquor. You feel me? So this is Proverbs chapter 6 and 18. It says, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, right? Because a lot of situations, brothers go out drinking, you know what I'm saying? And they get the thought in their head, it's a saying, when you drink Hennessy, man, you feel like the Hulk. You feel like the Hulk. You get that Hennessy and hypnotic, you mix it together, man, you feel like you're the Incredible Hulk. You think you could run through 10 niggas in the club. That's not happening, man. You end up shot dead. You have to realize that, man. You got to use wisdom and discretion when you're drinking alcohol, man. This is Proverbs chapter 17 and 20. And it says, he that have a forward heart findeth no good, and he that have a perverse tongue falleth into mischief, right? So when you're drunk, you're belligerent, you don't know what the hell you're talking about half the damn time, because you can't handle your liquor. Then thus for you are fighting in the middle of the club, getting knocked out or knocking somebody else out, and you wake up, you behind bars, or you wake up and you're in a hospital. This is what happens every single day to brothers and sisters, because they don't know how to handle their alcohol, right? This is Proverbs 26 and 16. It says, the sluggard is wiser in his own consent than 7 men that can render a reason. He that passeth by, Salakia. That's not the one I want. Oh no, this Proverbs 16. I'm sorry, Proverbs 25 and 16. It says, have thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomit. You see that? So it's okay to eat candy, man. It's okay to it's cool. Eat a candy bar here and there. But you eat 17 Snickers, bro. That's excessive, bro. And you're throwing up. You're in your bathroom throwing up, and you don't know where you're at, man. Listen. Just use wisdom when you're drinking around here, right? Just be wise in that. This is Proverbs chapter 25 and 27. It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory, right? So it's not good for you to eat too much honey or drink too much wine, right? Because then you're gonna think you're He-Man, looking to get some clout or some glory. You know what I mean? Verse 28, he that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls, right? So you have to, if you don't have rule over your spirit when you're drinking, do not drink. Don't do it, right? And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. In the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.